The Premier League opening fixtures have been announced. One of the standouts that we are seeing is Chelsea taking on Liverpool. Mauricio Pochettino in his first game as Chelsea manager. Also, Vincent Kompany's Burnley taking on Manchester City at Turf Moor as well. Don was very excited about the opening weekend fixtures on the recent Gab and Jules show. Here he is.
The Premier League released their opening day fixtures
Get
today.
in there.
I care zero about this. It's
Why?
my least, because it's so stupid.
It's
People
not.
get so hyped. It's 6 weeks away.
You're in the minority, Gab.
I've been relying for that every team will play every other team twice next season.
You're in
Home
the
and away, I
minority,
believe.
man. Come on, let's have some excitement. It's opening day fixtures. Who's playing who?
You must be excited to know that Manchester City opened their campaign against Burnley away on August 11th because Vincent Kompany playing his old club.
Why are you
is
so
more
doom
exciting.
and gloom on the fixtures? Liverpool play Chelsea opening day.
Who cares?
Come
If they don't
on,
play
man.
opening day,
Liverpool
they'll
fans
play
care. Chelsea fans care. Come on, you pay your money, you work hard all season, you have a summer off and you go, right, who's my team playing? Match day one, who is it?
OK, Jules, he was sat in your seat. Did Don Hutchison speak for you today?
Maybe in between. You know, Gab, you know how he is. Things like that, he doesn't really care. Don is the other extreme, obviously. I'm in between. I was waiting this morning for the fixtures to be announced. I wanted to see, obviously, the big derbies, the big games. I wanted to see the run-in at the end and see who maybe of the top 6, top 7 had a difficult run-in, who had a decent start, who had a nightmare, even if he was a smaller team. I like checking that out. I see Gab's point, of course. At the end of the day, you still play to everybody twice. And does it really matter in what order and when and who is next and who is before? Who do you have back-to-back? I think it does matter to a certain extent. But yeah, Don got overexcited. I mean, I don't think, like, since West Ham won that trophy, nothing really, a little thing excites Don a lot, you know, clearly. So I think that was one of the things.
He got a little bit excited yesterday because Xhaka and Ale had to agree with him on a number of occasions, which they were very
that's a big question mark over that pair.
I was concerned.
I have to be honest. I have to be honest. I don't think ever in my puff have I ever sat and looked at a fixture list. Ever.
So you agree with Gab?
If we had to discuss the opening day fixtures or Mbappe for the next week.
Well, I could get a bit more out of the fixtures because there's more of them. But I've never, ever in my life sat and waited in a fixture list coming out, looks at a fixture list. I've never sat and waited in a Champions League draw. Do you know why? Because the draw will be made and an hour later it'll pop up, so I'm going to go, there's the draw.
So we've established that you're Team Marcotti.
But if you're a supporter of a club, that's different. Now, we're talking Don Hutchison here. We're talking different planet Moo. But if you're a supporter of your team, you're a fan, then I get it. Maybe you have a vested interest in, I bought a season ticket. Where am I going to be going? Am I going to be travelling away? Is it a big game? But, what we're going to get here in match day one is already the Vincent Kompany, Pep Guardiola, Manchester City loving that we got towards the end of the season. Can't wait for that.
In the cup.
The next Man City manager.
You and Gab on the complete same page.
Listen, you've not been here.
Talking about financial fair play next.
You've not been here that long. Gab and I have been on the same page many a time over the years. I just can't remember
what page that was.
I am on the same page. I'm with Don sitting there. Don's not even been in his holidays yet. He's not even been in his vacation. He's going, the fixtures! Oh, the fixtures!
He's very excited.
Well, he's not coming here. He can't get a visa. Can't even sort that out.
That's another story. Louise, did you get excited about seeing who you were going to play when the fixtures came out and you were a player?
No, not at all. Okay, never find out or try to find out where we're going to play. Maybe the first game to know a little bit, maybe the second, and the big teams. Try to see if we were going to play, I don't know, if I was in Barcelona against Atletico de Madrid, or if I was in Liverpool against Man United. These kind of games that you always are looking forward to play, but definitely never excited about, who is going to be, because at the end you have to play against all of them.
It sounds like Gab won that battle.
Well, actually, I tell you what, the only time I was really, and I presume Shaq was the same, and I presume Lewis was the same here, the only time I've ever really had an interest in a draw was the World Cup. When you're sitting there going, right, it's not a full season, who have we got? Who we got in, so that was the only time. I got, Brazil, yeah, we'll beat them. Norway, we'll beat them. Morocco, I will beat them. So that's kind of the only time you sit and you think, right, this is exciting, and we're going to avoid some of that. We're going to get the big boys. But as for a club side, I mean, 38 games.
I'll tell you when I got excited at the club side, when we got promoted to Portsmouth, and just seeing the fixtures. What was your first game? What's your first 4? And then because you're a newly promoted side, you also have to look at your running because you're thinking you'll be down the bottom.
So you're
table.
on Don's side?
Yep.
I'm on Don's side if I get promoted. If I'm
Okay,
going to promote,
one for Don,
it's
two for
different.
Gav, Jules on the fence.
It's different when you just get promoted because then all of a sudden it starts feeling real. That we're in the Premier League, But when you're at a Premier League club, it's just same as last season, just in a different.
I thought
order.
you'd just been laid back with a bourbon.
I was too.
Oh, right.
Okay, so it's still Gab winning out, though.
Yeah,
Jules,
Gab wins.
thanks so much for being with us. We'll let you get back to sleep, probably, at this time.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.